Good morning, it's Marian here. I was inspired to do this video right this moment, coming out of meditation. Let me read this first. I wrote this on 420. It's the first time I've reread it, but it inspired some things. So, if source energy flows to and through me, and it does, it's my job and my conscious honor to direct it at something positive, loving, and good. If what I put my attention on and focus on grows, and it does, I'm going to do my very best to choose those things that would constitute, perpetuate, and create anything and everything one would expect to find on and in the new earth. Heaven on earth is already here. Just look around. It's everywhere. Beauty, love, kindness, and abundance abound. I want to be a conscious co-creating entity involved with other conscious entities, creating for the larger good. Hive mind for the good. Anyone doing this with me, know we're not the only ones. There are pods of us everywhere, knowing, growing, loving, joyous, seeking bliss, being peace, being happy, knowing abundance now. So this is not an original idea. There's many other groups doing it. I would like anyone who follows, anyone who comes in contact with these videos and watches them, to be a part of being the conscious creators that we are and creating the good, staying out of the warmongering, staying out of the news, staying out of the doom and gloom, and thinking about, hence creating, because you create what you think, thoughts turn to things, thinking about those things that you want to create. Do not dwell on the things that you don't want to create. There's millions and millions and masses of people who are concentrating on what they don't want. They don't need our help. We don't need to be a part of that. They have plenty of them. There are a lot less of us than there are of them. So, as always, I suggest turning off the TV and going out in nature as often as you possibly can. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to probably try and make it a habit of either directing you to the gratitude meditation that I created, the bliss gratitude meditation. Let me see. So that was from 5-2, I believe. I'm just going to repeat it right now so you know what I'm talking about. It's thank you that my bliss and happiness come from within. Thank you that my bliss and happiness come from within, And it's in your heart. You feel the vibrations in your throat and heart. Thank you that my bliss and happy... Actually, that goes up into the third eye. But it all stays up in here in these top centers. And happiness come from within, And anchoring and remembering that your happiness does not come from outside. You may get the new dress. You may even get a new body part. And I'm not just talking about teeth. Whatever, a car, boyfriend, they're temporary. The happiness of most of them is temporary, and of course they are their own entities if it's a human, and they can make decisions and do things that you may not be happy with. But the happiness that is inside of you, the bliss that is to be found that you were created from, is always there available to you. So, if I'm unable to have the time to do this, I'd like to do it at the end of each video, but then it'd probably just be too long, and the content would become less. And I really want to help people move along in their wake-up process, find some joy, and some peace of mind, and the next step. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing, this is what came to me right out of meditation, picking up a new or old, unpolished explored or unexplored passion, desire, or inspiration. So, if the life that we want, the life that you think that you want, the life that we're all trying to create, that ever elusive happiness that's over there. My understanding is that it comes through following your bliss, through following your joy, through following your heart, following your heart. As many times a day as you can put your hand on your heart and drop your thinking brain to it. And feel free to try that right now because it's an actual thing. When you pay attention at first, I'm sure you're going to notice your thinking is all right here. Well, let's just take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And now just take a deep breath. And now as you let it out, just drop your mind into your heart. Okay? So that's where you want to come from. As often as possible, really. Heart-mind coherence is a real thing. You want to be peaceful and steady. Not fight or flight, stress. Just breathe in and out. I once taught this thing where they call it the Tibetan heart breath. So picture a figure 8 with the center of it being your heart and just flowing through the front and then out the back. And so this is your breath. Out and back. Out and back. Okay. So I would imagine most people have a clue that thing that turns them on that they've not followed through on. Okay, for me, it's music. I've attempted it many times, written lots of songs. I love to sing. I consider myself a singer-songwriter, but I never really pursue. Something always happens. Whatever. I should do it all the time because I love it and it makes me happy. I wish I knew the notes that I'm singing so I could play them. So, what is yours? Is it singing? Is it guitar? Is it flute? Is it painting? Is it writing? Do you have poems in your head? Do you have children's stories in your head? Do you have a novel in your head? What? I don't know. Are you a mechanic? Maybe you have the ultimate fix-it book. I don't know. And if you don't know and you need help figuring it out, one of the best questions you can ask yourself is, what do you do naturally? What do you do naturally that nobody has to pay you for and you love it? Okay, the first thing that comes to my mind is rescuing animals. So that's the innate. Going to the mountains, getting out in nature. Nobody has to pay me to do that. I do it as often as I possibly can. So you can make a list, if there's a few of them, write it down and pick one that you want to cultivate during this time off. That even if it's just 15 minutes a day, I'm right now doing 48 hours of half hour on, half hour off, half hour on, half hour. So half hour meditation, half hour writing, half hour meditation, half an hour singing, half an hour of learning more about meditation or something. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. 48 hours. I started yesterday morning at 9 a.m. I challenge anyone to do this. Challenge. It's not. It is. Well, it is. It is a bit of a challenge. Yeah. Of course, I have dogs and they need me, and so we take a walk at night, and I get interrupted. I'm actually putting a little check mark every time it's my mind that interrupts me, or my mind that lets something out there interrupt me. But it's for me there's benefit in all of it. it's benefit in knowing that it's my mind that's stopping me, and that I could tell my mind, shh, 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 wait a minute, I'm in charge here. You are not in charge of me. I'm in charge. And I'm just going to sit here until I'm done. Until I say I'm done. Until I want to be done. Until I feel done. Yeah, that's what I came here to say today. Let's see. How much time do we have? Try not to be too much. Okay, so it's 10:22. Ah, perfect. Namaste. I'm going to go now.